Alright, welcome back to What Lies Beneath. So far this has been pretty good, pretty fun, very well made blood mod. There's a couple hiccups here or there. We had a soft lock early on. There's one room in particular last time we were playing that I couldn't really find a way out of. That wasn't like was a very non-obvious way out of that room. It seems like a very easy place you could get soft locked if you didn't kind of do what I assume is the intended way out of that room. I'm not really sure if the way I got out of that room was the intended one. It was the lava room with the cages. I guess see the last stream if you want to know what I'm talking about. And then where we are today is trying to fight these guys. These guys are a pain in the ass. These guys are very tough. I kind of looked around. I was looking in the mod DB for this this mod, and I saw a few other people were having trouble with this same fight, or one other person anyways mentioned it. I did read that apparently being in a different sector, then the enemies will like negate their attacks. So basically, like any kind of height. And I have a potentially cheesy method of dealing with this fight. There's also a secret in this room I found after the stream that might be of some help. There it is.
About this. Guess I got no choice though.
Yeah, right here. Watch this. I mean, this is ridiculous. It's like 2 hits. So I do have an idea. Oh no!
Get that. About this. Guess
Take
I got
care
no
of these
choice though.
guys. Yeah. I just kind of hang out. Oh no, they found me. They cannot attack me though for some reason. This was unintentional. I did not know this would happen. I had read that somebody had put down the little soul sphere, and if they hit in a corner by the main door, I'll show you in a second. But I did not. This was totally unintentional. But you know what? I have no problem because this fight is actual total bullshit. I think this is bad design. This fight is way too difficult. I mean, look at how much health these guys have. I actually, just for fun, and I'll show it off here once I kill these guys, I actually did this fight with God mode. After the last stream, I just turned on God mode and I wanted to see what would happen. Can't use that, can't use that. I can use this. These guys are like on my head. There we go. I can't really move. There we go. Got one of them. This is so goofy. I don't even know if I'm hitting that guy. There we go. Got 2. There we go. All 3 dead. Okay. Get rid of you guys. Yeah, let's talk about this for a second. Okay, that was unintentional. I had no idea that was going to no idea that was going to happen. The strategy that I had read about for this fight was to stand in this corner and let the little, I gotta go pick it up. Let this thing, little turret, the soul stick or whatever this is, do all the damage. And you just kind of let that thing go to town for a little while, and then you kind of jump out of the corner and go to town on these guys. The map creator actually commented on the one guy who was having issue, and he was mentioning how you have to like use this rubble because you can like negate the attacks with the rubble. I think the problem with that is just like it's not very clear. Like their attack animation, like they're just not good enemies. I don't think it's the map author's fault. I think it's just like these enemies, just to be clear, are reskins. They have no different kind of attacks of the beast enemies from the Blood expansion pack. I believe the beast enemy is a cut enemy from Blood, and it only appears in one of the two Blood expansion packs. I forget the name. It's the better expansion pack of the two. The beasts are basically these big werewolf enemies, and they have their only attack is this stomp attack that does like 1 billion damage, and it's like I want to say a 30-yard range, but I don't actually know what the range is. That's just like a common range in World of Warcraft. And it's basically like a hit scan melee attack that can hit you from across the room, and it just absolutely tanks you. I mean, it just does so much damage. These guys are reskins of those enemies. And the thing is like, where they appear in the Blood expansion pack, you have a lot of room to fight them. You need more room to fight these guys. Like, you need to be able to outrange their stomp attack, basically. Or in this case, it's like a slash attack. He just kind of changed the animation. It's the same attack, though. You need to be able to outrange them. And the thing is like, you cannot outrange these guys in this room. I mean, you can kind of get to one side and they're on the other, but then, like, you eventually have to cross paths with them. And, yeah, it just doesn't work. It's not a good arena. Again, according to the map author, you can use like other map sectors to avoid the attack. So like, I guess you can use this rubble, but it's not really clear that that's how it works that way. I mean, I know Blood is known for its bullshit, but I feel like this is just like a step too far almost. Like, it's one thing to like round a corner into an enemy and be like, oh, there's an enemy there, you know, and then you load up a save. And then next time you go in, you throw dynamite, and it's something you can learn. You can't really learn how these attacks work. I mean, it's just you get two-shot by them. And if you didn't find the, where I fought the first one of these guys was a secret level. And if you don't find that secret level, this would be your first time seeing these guys. You know, and again, the beast enemy doesn't appear in the normal Blood campaign. I don't know if it even appears in, like, Deathwish. It might somewhere. It's been a little while since I played Deathwish. But they're a pretty uncommon enemy. Easily the hardest enemy Blood has to offer, and they don't frequently appear. So it's like, if you're not like an expert at Blood, it's like, how are you supposed to know how to deal with these guys? It seems very very punishing for no real reason. And they also have a shitload of health. I mean, you saw how much like Tommy gun and I had to unload into that one guy, and he was just standing there. They couldn't attack me. Again, I tried this yesterday after the stream with God mode, just to see what would happen, how long it would take. And I just stood there with the Guns Akimbo Tesla gun and just unloaded into these guys, and it just did not kill them, which is crazy. Guns Akimbo Tesla coil will kill anything. It'll kill Chernobog, like, very quickly, which is the final boss of Blood. So yeah, I think this room is just too hard. I think it's overtuned by quite a bit. I don't think it's particularly clear, what you're supposed to do. I know there's, like, rubble here. I also don't think... Are these plant monsters really necessary? Like, you already have 3 of the hardest enemies in Blood, and you're just like, nah, I'll just put in some plant monsters for good measure, just because fuck you. I think it's just too much. It's just too cruel. I think this room needs to be scaled back. I would maybe do just, like, 2 of these guys, because you have 4 of these statues. It's weird that there's 3. I assume the 4th one is maybe for the hardest difficulty, but I'm really not sure, so... Anyways, yeah, this room is just overtuned. I kind of lucked out and found a little glitch spot down here to kill them, but, oh, there's more goodies down here. Another soul sphere. They drop some goodies when they die, so I guess that's at least nice of the author to have that.
There's something evil down there.
Anyways, let's move on. We're kind of nearing the end of this. How's it going, chat member? Yeah, that's Alien Swarm. Alien Swarm is pretty cool. Look at those cultists over there doing something. Oh shit. Old cavern sleepy. I don't know if that's side to the ocean. Oh god, there's a lot of bodies.
At least I'm not the only old dead guy down here. What in the hell? Who wants some, huh? Who's next?
Is their god? It's Cthulhu.
Ooh, this could be bad.
The monks are gathering at the troops. Oh, yeah. Oh, this enemy is... Oh, this is an enemy. Okay. This thing's gonna come to life in a second.
Fool, you are already dead.
Oh, is this like the final boss? Is this the end? Oh, shit.
I'll be damned. The statues are shielding it. Son of a bitch must pay.
I don't know if I'm supposed to shoot that thing in the middle, or... Oh, there we go. You gotta throw dynamite. Okay. I do know you have to destroy the statues for this boss. Now, maybe you do just have to lay into it. I don't like the... Like, anytime I get near this guy, it just burns you. It's kind of annoying. Just like slowly, there we go.
I'll be two left.
Get there. So I don't know if I need to use explosives specifically, or if I could... Stay away from this guy. I honestly would have almost rather just had like a big tanky hit scan thing rather than this guy. I don't like his burning attack. It's just annoying. I'm dead. Yeah. I guess I could use my med kit there. That's not where we want to be. Okay, there we go. Load up on all this stuff.
There's something evil down there.
I mean, could I just put like a bunch of... I feel like I could just like prep this, right? Just a bunch of stuff in front of the...
At least I'm not the only old dead guy down here.
TNT. I'd probably just put a bunch of these in front of the,
what is
the
this?
gates, right?
Who wants some, huh? Who's next?
I don't know if that would actually work, but...
Ooh, this could be bad. Whoa! Fool, you're already dead. I'll be dead.
Yeah, it's the wrong
Statues
gate.
are shielding.
Fuck. So it's kind of...
Three more to go.
There we go. That's one. Yeah, I know. I wish there was like an aura around him so I could actually see like where the... I want to like be able to actually see where the like fire effect is. stuck there. Oh wow, I just fucked up pretty hard. I wonder if you can just use regular damage, or if it has to be explosive. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Just have to get him out of the middle. It's like he's more of a nuisance than anything. He just kind of burns you if you get close to him.
Just one remaining.
It's a cool model though, or cool sprite rather. That hurt. The, like aura is like I don't know how big it is. A few more. Just gotta do like laps here. Oh my god. These guys all kind of drop parts at least. I wonder if I could just... No, it's a little far. A couple more. Just kind of kite you over here. Oh my god, there's goodies up there. Okay. Oh, there's goodies in all of these. Nice. Okay. That's helpful. Oh, nice. This would be helpful. How many fucking hits does this take? Tons of Kimbos, not that helpful. Okay, he's kind of stuck over there. I can just... Is this bugged? A little buggy here at the end, I feel. It's like... I mean, that should do it. I don't... Where'd the boss even go? What the fuck? The boss is just gone. What? Oh, he's like stuck in the wall. Oh my god. Okay, is this bugged? Oh, there's more goodies in the wall over there. That's neat. I mean... seems kind of bugged. I wonder if I could... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to go see what's going on here. This is like bugged out. Oof. This thing's kind of fell apart a little bit here in the end. Just this mod. There's all these bugs, these like weirdly designed encounters and stuff. Final boss, some guy, final boss, awesome mod, played through on picking the inside, final boss fall through the ground or something. I could destroy all statues but nothing happened after that, so I used cheat code to end the level. There's a bug in the final boss, I can't destroy the last statue. I know, it's only on well done, already fixed. Okay. So is that just, I just can't beat the game then? Is there a way to just... I'm trying to see if there's a way to end the level. Let's see. Skips current level. Okay, let's try this. This is crazy that I have to, I mean, I don't... There's like a new version of this, but I don't think I'm gonna download the new version, so... Okay.
Rotten hell, you bastard.
So we beat the boss.
Now let's see what this is all about. What the?
I raised that creature from the time it was born. You will suffer dearly for this.
So we beat the boss, and then Caleb falls into the ocean, I guess. That was unfortunate. I figured this would be a longer stream. I didn't, I like the custom end screen here, where it's like underwater, and you got the little gill beast and stuff running around. This is kind of, so I guess to just talk about the mod for a couple minutes. This has been a very interesting mod. It's very, it's very, lopsided. Like, I think the overall design of it is really solid. I think it has great atmosphere. I think the areas are well designed for the most part. Oh, there's Caleb's hat. I just think there's like a few really rough areas, like having a game-breaking bug at the end of the game, the literal last boss, is Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. Oh, and it just repeats. Okay. Anyways, yeah, having a game-breaking bug at the literal last boss is pretty rough. Like, really rough. I don't know how anyone did find that. It seems to only be on this difficulty. Well done. So, I don't know if the devs have just been playing on easy or what's going on there. Apparently it is fixed in version 1.1, so it's just kind of unfortunate that I started playing this before that one came out. They did fix it rather fast, but I mean, it's still a bummer, you know. I do think that, is there a way to turn the music down? That doesn't help. There we go. Okay. I do think that I do think the room before the final boss is also just like overly difficult. That's a pretty cool screen. The room before the final boss is like overly difficult with the 3 reskinned beast monsters. I just don't understand. Like I don't think it's a fair fight. I think it's way overtuned. I think having 2 of them would still be overtuned because they don't give you any room to dodge their attacks, and they just, I mean, they can literally eat 200 cells from 2. Like you could have Guns Akimbo and just unload Tesla into them, and they just will not die. Which is like something you cannot say about any of the other monsters. Like even Chernobog, the final boss of Blood, you can unload Guns Akimbo Tesla into him and he just goes down like instantly. he dies so fast from that. They are just way overtuned enemies. I think that the arena just needs to be changed to make it more interesting. I think I understand what he wants to happen, where you have to use the rubble in the middle of the room to like get out of the sector of the attack, but I don't think most people would even understand how the attack functions. Because again, it's just like they kind of like swipe at you from a mile away and you just take 50 damage, and it just doesn't, like, it doesn't make any sense. And again, that's not the author's fault. The author didn't design the enemy. The enemy was designed by somebody else, somewhere along the line. And yeah, he just kind of reused them, reskinned them here. I mean, it's a good enemy to use every now and again, but I think you need the appropriate area to fight them in. I think you need like a larger area to kind of kite them around and whatnot. I mean, that would make for a cool final encounter. I think a better way to maybe do it would be to have you fight one at a time. You know, so you enter, like, so one idea is, I'm not like a blood mapping expert. I know more about Quake. I'm not really a Quake expert, but that's at least, I understand Quake better. But there's a lot of similarities, you know. I mean, Quake's also a boomer shooter, you know. There's a lot of similarities that you can kind of carry over to these other boomer shooters. I would say a way to really improve that final encounter would perhaps be to have them lower one at a time. So you have the first one come out, and then you fighting him, and then the second platform is lowering. So have there be like a time constraint. Honestly, you could do all 4 if you just keep giving the player weapons and ammo. I think that would be really interesting, just like a gauntlet of like 4 of the toughest enemies that, you know, Blood can offer. And if the room was like a little bit bigger with like more space to kind of move around and dodge their attacks, I think it'd be interesting. I think there would definitely be like, you'd really have to lay in the damage. You know, you won't want to just like kite them around because, well, there's 3 more are going to come get you here shortly, you know. So you have to kind of, there's a time component to it, whereas here it's just they all come down at once and they all chase you around and you just instantly die because if 2 of them hit you, you just explode. It's just a really rough fight, and I'm just not a fan of it. I mean, I had to cheese it out, you know. I had to find a little cheese spot where they like all got on top of me and couldn't attack me because I was in like a different map sector or whatever. I don't think that should ever be like the solution in a game like this. What else? Overall, I really like this mod, though. I do think there's a few rough areas. I think some of the I never really deviated off the hidden path, except for like the first 2 areas. I did find the secret levels, but like for the most part, I kind of just stayed on the like the normal path, which kind of took some of the non-linearity out of this mod. I'm not saying that like every level needed to be in your face, but I felt like some of them were maybe a little too obscure. Blood has sort of a problem where like sometimes if you interact with it, you can't really Sam interact, if that makes any sense. Like if you try to interact with stuff, like sometimes you have to really be right on the money. You know, you have to be just like precise, if that makes any sense. So there were definitely objects that I felt like I interacted with that I should have triggered some kind of secret or whatever, but maybe I just didn't interact with it from the right angle or whatever. I mean, Build Engine's kind of jank, so I do appreciate the fact that the game, when you circle back to an area that you've previously been in already, it kind of gives you a little hint. Kind of shows you like, you know, hey, you could have interacted with this, and there's like maybe a secret over here. Just to kind of, you know, I guess for like a future playthrough, something to keep in mind. But I don't know how many people are going to play through this like back to back. So I feel like by the time I play through this again, I might just forget. But you know, a cool little like hint system or way to introduce hints. Regardless. What else? I mean, the difficult was pretty appropriate. Blood's a dickish game, especially on like Well Done. It's pretty rough. So I didn't feel like the difficulty was too high, except for that last room. I think everything else was pretty fair, and par for the course for Blood. What else? I think that's about it. I don't really have much else to say. I mean, there was that soft lock that I ran into early on where I got stuck from the book. I don't know if that's been fixed in version 1.1. At the time of this stream, 1.1 just came out, and I don't think it's compatible with old versions apparently. So there's like no way to like switch over like mid session. You just kind of have to play it out. And yeah, I guess that's it. I think this is worth a playthrough. I did have a lot of fun. I did enjoy this quite a bit. I think What Lies Beneath is definitely worth playing if you like Blood. I had a good time overall, despite some bugs. Hopefully in future versions a lot of this stuff is smoothed out, and they'll have a chance to kind of, you know, people will be able to find bugs and stuff, and they can patch those out. Oh yeah, I guess the final boss. I forgot to mention the final boss fight. I didn't like the final boss fight. I wish the final boss, like, I wish well, I mean, for one, I wish it didn't bug out, but two, I don't like the fact that when you get near him, you burn. I think that's kind of weird. Like, there's no, like, range to that. It's just, like, I guess you just gotta stay far away. Like, there's no visual indicator of, like, where that starts and stops. So it just, like, it feels like sometimes I just randomly step forward and just, I'm on fire now. It's also like annoying in terms of the sound design because Caleb starts screaming when he's on fire, so it's just like you're constantly on fire, not on fire, on fire, not on fire, which is pretty annoying. I mean, I guess like you need some way to tell the player that they're taking damage. You know, you can't just do like a damage field or whatever around the boss, but I don't know, maybe you just don't need the damage field. Maybe you just do something more interesting. I know bosses in these like old boomer shooters are always really tough, right? Like it's always like just some big bullet sponge enemy, right? Or it's always like you gotta destroy the things, or you gotta push the buttons. It's, you know, bosses are really tough in this genre. I don't think there are like any good ones. Maybe the Cyber Demon. I mean, he's just like a big bullet sponge, but no, he's not that great. Yeah, I don't know. Bosses are hard to get right in the boomer shooter genre. Not really the map maker's fault, but I feel like they could have done maybe something a little more interesting. You know, I think the boss of Death Wish is actually pretty good, if I remember right. It's been a while since I played Death Wish, but I remember the boss fight, the Chernobog rematch, and that being pretty cool. Just thematically was a really cool fight. There's just like enemies everywhere. Things are blowing up. Anyways, it was cool being able to play this. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to play like any kind of Blood for Halloween this year, for October. Blood is the perfect October shooter. It's got the right atmosphere. I was actually going to play Death Wish again, but I ended up finding this, and this was pretty good. Anyways, I'm going to stop it here. Thanks for watching. Unfortunate that it kind of bugged out at the end there, but whatever. It happens. I'd still recommend you check this out. This is really good if you like Blood. This is definitely like my number 2 as far as Blood mod goes, with Death Wish being above this. Probably check out Death Wish before this, but this was really well made. Credit to the author. I think there was a team. Credit to the team, I guess, who made this. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one. Take care. GG's.